Took you long enough. Well, welcome to what are we called, Blue Divas, with Medium J and Gramps.
Episode dos. This is February 4th, 2018. The Super Bowl's happening, and
Super
we're
Bowl Sunday.
we're uh we're watching it. They're playing good games. They're running up and down the field pretty effectively. They got
11 guys playing sports ball against 11 others playing sports ball.
yep,
Wow. A lot of money was spent on that. I think I
yep.
saw news that like they did seven six-figure bets. I think I saw them.
Were they all on the Patriots?
I didn't read the story. I just said it's like a record for the number of six-figure bets on a Super Bowl.
I probably would have put it on the Eagles. Actually, I wouldn't just bet.
Not a good Super Bowl to bet on. I don't think.
I guess it would depend on the odds to begin with, which is why you bet on certain things.
Well, or just the point spread.
Well, yeah, that's odds. Because you can bet on over under. You can bet point spread. You can bet the actual win loss, so who's actually going to win or lose. Because like if it's like 5-1 that the Eagles are going to win, well, if you bet $100, you'll win 500. Like for Donald Trump, I think it was 2.5-1. So if you would have bet Donald Trump to win the presidency in 2016,
Or like
lots of money.
that's not like 100 to 1 odds or 1,000 to 1 odds.
Well, yeah, but if you bet $1,000, you would have won $2,500. So you would have won your initial investment plus then 2.5% or 2.5 times what your investment was. That's pretty good. Granted, if you lose $1,000. But I think Hillary Clinton was under one. So in order for you, if you bet like $1,000, you might win 800. All calculated risk.
Yeah. Why even bother betting on politics? Anyways, so earlier today we were looking on Steam. Well, we more like Medium J over here was looking at Steam. He kept throwing out all these games, and he brought up this Total War game that apparently has been very popular for the last. So we might be going into this a little bit. I don't know. This Thrones of Britannia looks pretty good.
There's two of them. Like I just saw them today. Oh shit! I didn't want to open Excel.
I think I've
Oh
heard of Total War,
fuck!
but I never really looked into it until
Shit.
now, and I'm like, damn, this is literally.
Shit. Which one? I think I put it on my watch list. Or wish list. Ooh, Adventure Capitalist.
Or something.
Nice.
But no, Thrones of Britannia, I was saying, literally looks like Stronghold Crusader mixed with Civilization.
Yeah, so I don't know why it's called Total
Empires.
War Saga. I don't know what that exactly means, and it actually makes it cheaper. But then there's another one that they're coming out with called Total War Three Kingdoms.
The China one, right? That one comes out in the fall.
Yeah, which I don't know if
Or is that the thing?
that's the China one. The Saga one is obviously Britain. Um, so I don't know why it's called Saga. I don't know what's the actual difference here. I
You
guess it.
control one of three factions, and you're trying to build up one of the three kingdoms.
No, that's the Three Kingdoms. I'm talking about the Thorns of Britannia.
Talking about
Well,
the
it's
Thrones of
it's
Britannia is literally the three kingdoms.
of Britain. What?
It's the Anglo-Saxons, the Gaelics, and the Vikings. It's not called the Three Kingdoms, but it's called Thrones of Britannia. There's three kingdoms that you're fighting with.
Oh, the densest Total
There
War
was
map
one.
to date. Nice. So I guess what's the difference like? But why is it called Saga? I just don't understand.
No idea why it's called Saga. The other one that looks interesting is the
You know,
Warhammer 2.
what did that just come out or what?
$60 though.
Oh, that came out like last year, or the year before that.
Yeah, no, September.
It's made by Total War, except for it's a whole different like concept, like with mythical creatures or
Dragons.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I probably wouldn't buy that
So
one. I don't
it's
like
the
that
same
stuff.
concept for game, but it's just a different audience.
What's the one from 2004 that you mentioned? Total
Total
War.
War Rome. That's the first one I bought. I bought
$10.
I bought that plus an expansion pack plus Medieval 2 and an expansion pack, and it was like Total War Complete Edition or something. I bought it from Walmart for like $20. Oh, I spent so much time playing that game. I bought it in
The scale is actually pretty
2011 or
intense.
something.
Basically, very positive on these games. Not much bad things to say. Rank gonna be 10 out of 10. Favorite game of people's childhoods. Damn. Pretty sick.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be we might be streaming these a little bit. I think definitely Britannia when that comes out.
I think, yeah, streaming plus YouTube videos, the issue is like it takes forever to actually play the game, because if you actually play the battles, it might
That's
take
enough.
10 to 30 minutes. I can hear you.
Oh,
And
that's it. I thought you meant like 6 or 7 hours.
no, but you might have to play like 1,000 battles to win. It depends on which difficulty you're playing on.
Well, good. That's like I don't. Why would you want to play a game that takes like 5 minutes? Why not play a long game?
I'm just saying for streaming, I guess it's good for
Like,
video
you want a long stream.
purposes. Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, because YouTube, you don't want to put like a 7-hour video on YouTube. It looks terrible.
Well, you can do like 10-minute videos or 30-minute videos.
What I saw on Twitch is you can when you're exporting Twitch to YouTube, there's like a checkbox that you can split the stream into 15-minute videos. But then if you have like a 6-hour live stream, that's a lot of 15-minute videos.
No, it's just easier to edit the video yourself.
Oh yeah, obviously, because fuck editing.
And then you can obviously, upload the video every day or whatever, upload 2 videos a day. It actually gives you more content overall. Because if you do a 6-hour live stream and say you split it up into 30-minute videos, that's 12 videos. So you won't even have to play the game for 2 more weeks if you didn't want to. But then you have, like, who's going to, I don't know. I guess the issue with that, too, is the longevity is you don't have to watch each video in sequence, but it makes sense, too. Oh, damn, he got wrecked.
Will do. Smart. Unless you like you, that's why you title your videos. You like title it a certain like what you do during that video, like construction phase or something like that.
Right, or like most extreme battle ever.
Yeah,
Hashtag.
like or like lead up to big battle. Next video is titled Big Battle. Next video after that is completion of game. Or
those are
something like
shit names.
Man, they're not names I'm planning on using.
Good, perfect. Good adjustment there.
The first videos that I will make are going to be titled Lead Up to Big Battle, Ending of Big Battle. Perfect. Done.
There's not even going to be a battle. So you don't even do a battle at all. That'd be funny.
Well, no, literally the battle will be like 2 minutes long at the end of the middle of the video.
No, I like Total War. It's very strategic. It's realistic. Kind of like you're playing chess to a certain extent.
Playing what?
Chess. Where you have to move pieces around a map, aka a board.
Oh yeah, is World of Warships a Steam game? Yes, it is.
Yeah, World of Warships, World of Tanks, World of Planes. I think World of Planes is on PlayStation.
Is it literally just Battleship, just on a much larger scale?
Yeah, you get to play like with 30 different people.
200 vessels.
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I'm gonna be really bad at it. I'm gonna try this.
Like, look how insane that is. It came out last year? That can't be right. I thought it's been out for a while. It must have been in beta phase.
Wow. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'll get World of Warships. Why not? I could stream World of Warships.
Yeah, they got a nice little tight community there.
allocating the disk space.
I don't want to see actual gameplay. I hate all these theater type trailers.
Because the only problem is there's one game. What is it called? I have it on Steam right now. It's let's see, where's my library? Sign in.
I wonder how this works.
There's it's like a world. Oh, here we go.
Because I played World of Planes.
I can't view my library, but there's this one like World War II game that I had. A strategy based. It's like you don't actually do like it's literally all just done by a map and done by like adjusting sliders and stuff like that, and like kind of like Civ, but not really. Um, hard. I didn't like it at all. It was like Civ in the way that the computer is like able to advance so much faster than you, and you just get to a point where it's well, I'm at this stage. How did they get this far already? And you're like, well, fuck, I'm dead now. It's kind of fast. But I don't know. Hopefully, World of Warships or something like that.
I played World of Planes before on PlayStation 4 when it came out. Like 4 years ago? 5 years ago? And it was basically like plane warfare. But I don't know if this is the same thing, because on the one screenshot, it looks like you might be able to command several ships. Or like,
I'm sure you can. You can because you're literally controlling
like
CPU.
World of Tanks, like each person has their own tank. You're not actually controlling each tank. And you're playing you're PvPing. You're not playing versus computers.
Maybe you are only controlling one ship then. Out and try and make it as good as possible. To a random skirmish for a quick PvP clash. Team up. No, because you can team up with friends for a PvE scenario battle. So you can fight. And this person versus supposed to stand for. I mean, there has to be some sort of computer control or CPU control.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess we'll find out and we'll talk about it then. I didn't know it came out this short time ago. I thought it was longer.
Warships?
Yeah, I thought it came out.
2017.
Yeah, I thought it came out in like 2015. Unless it was in beta.
I'm advertising for it enough.
Looks pretty.
Well, no, because it doesn't say that it's in early release or anything. It says it's all completely released.
Well, yeah, the actual release date was 2017, but it could have been in beta for like 2 years before that.
I've seen ads for it forever now.
Because like PUBG, the release date is December 21st, 2017 on Steam. However, it's been in early access since March. One friend is
Steam library. What's that game called? You probably never heard of it. It's literally like it is a map, and you just have to click on everything you just like click on individual units and you progress them and you like develop your stuff. I didn't really like that game. Like there was another World War II game, like a browser game, nothing off of Steam. It's like Supremacy something or other, and I used to play that game all the time.
1944.
Before, yeah.
Yeah.
Played that game all the time.
The only issue is like
Not though.
it's a 24/7 game, so
Yeah,
they
it's
can
real time. Everything's real time.
yeah, so they can attack you and like you might be dead. That's actually a really good game. You could probably do videos on that.
Supremacy.
Yeah, do videos on
The
it.
problem is like you, if you're actually gonna play that game to try and like win a map, you like because the people that play that game who win are people who are literally up when they know that you're not up, and then they attack you just
No,
before
it's
you notice.
it's people that have multiple partners. Like you have alliances and your friends in the game.
People who want to actually spend money on the game to buy
You
the
don't even have to spend money
in-game credits.
because there's like one map.
Or they
You're the
could.
world, right? So there's different worlds like or maps. You got like United
Well, you can
States, and
either
then
have
you
a big
have
map or a small map. Yeah.
well, no, you have Europe, you have Asia. Like there's Africa. There's certain parts like just America. Then there's the whole world. Like if you do the whole world, and if you have three people playing together, and if for some reason you can all get say South Africa, countries in South Africa, you can just decimate, other countries or other players that are in South Africa, and then hey, guess what? You have all of South Africa. Well, then you go take over North America or Africa.
Hmm. Are you having an actual team?
Huh?
And if you're just playing by yourself, then it's a lot harder.
Well, yeah.
I obviously didn't know anybody else who was playing that game at the time. I was like,
Because, like, I tried to play with John in college, and he, like, would never play. He'd just get wrecked. He would, like, do it for fun, and I would
really
try to play
know how to
competitive.
play games. He never plays games. Like, these types of games. He wants to play like easy games.
It is easy.
And easier.
I was 1914 at 1944.
Yeah, whatever. Same thing. Close enough.
Oh, I should.
I wonder how much, because it's been like 5 years since I wonder what kind of updates they've wanted them to do was release a full world map, because that's what I wanted to play on.
They did release a full world map.
Not since I played. Supremacy 1914.
I guess you have to register.
Get certain territories that have certain
So
coal, iron,
map one.
wood, and then
Here. I'll give you this page.
you have to be really strategic with the movement of your troops because, like, when you go offline, someone might start moving your troops towards the tiers, and you notice that when you log back in the next day, like, well, shit, it's back, and then it's such like you can't.
Oh, it's called A World.
I'm literally on the website right now.
A World of Flames or the Great War.
This one?
Huh? Map 9 or map
Yeah.
10? What do you mean this one? What do you mean? I don't know what this one means. That could mean anything.
We're talking about supremacy, right?
Yeah, you said there was no map that had the whole world. Well, there's two of them that have the whole world. Actually, there's three. Kind of three. So map 3, if you just...
Holy shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they released that one like a couple years ago.
So you could literally... So if it's 500 players, and if you get in a server...
A lot of fucking players.
If you get in a server... Because if I remember correctly, you can pick your country. And the server start date is like 7 days out or something. You pick... So it might be, say, tomorrow at 5 a.m. So that server doesn't close until 5 a.m.
Prius. I'm at least going to make an account.
Yeah, you can see, like, some of them are...
Not all okay, I'll use a different email then. I knew I played that.
Oh my god.
Already registered with that one? Shit. Play for free now. Oh, but for me in a game. No, I don't want. Oh, fuck's sakes.
You don't have to play the first game. It just automatically makes you join the game.
I just skip the demo. Skip the demo. Oh, I know all that. Whatever. But let's see. We'll probably do World of Warships. Um, Britannia Total War when that comes out in April. That'll definitely be a channel relevant game. We'll streaming that one. Um, yeah.
Hey, look, I logged in. My score's 11,000. Nice. What's all my messages? My premium account
You log on
expired.
to an old account.
January, I last played January of 15-16. Nice.
I was waiting for them to release a big map. Now they did.
They released it back then.
I know that, but I didn't. I wasn't playing back in 2015.
Look, ooh. Oh, this is day 2. What does that mean?
No, back to my. Wait, there we go. Okay. Gold mark is what I meant to say because you can just buy that and you can use that to
Oh, yeah. Advance your shit.
like help your
Yeah.
what a lot of people do.
That can't be right. They only got 2 pages worth of games going on right now. They literally have like 40 games going on right now.
People playing this game anymore?
No. Huh. Well, I'm gonna log out of that and never get back in probably. Huh?
Say here's a Great War one, but you can't join that one. It's not public. Or wait, it's not open. There's only 300 people in there. That's weird. Show expert filter.
I'm feeling lucky.
Oh, where's the Great War?
Feeling curious.
Only one the Great War game going right now. Ranked people only. That's great. World in Flames. Ooh, cool. Again, that's ranked. So it's like the cool maps you aren't even.
Gotta get good. Get good, son.
Battle of the we can't even do that one. Mexico and USA 1940. There's none of that. Yeah, there's literally no maps going right now. Yeah. No, because no one's gonna join it. There's a bunch of the whole world games, but not only 31 players. That one. Role playing? Why would you want to role play? Just play as yourself.
What do you mean? That's what Skyrim is. You know that, right? You can't play as yourself.
Oh, I like playing as myself. Anyways.
Alrighty. Alright, next topic. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna do it?
Yeah.
Which one?
No.
Huh?
LeVar Ball.
Yes!
Your boyfriend.
Gotta love LeVar. Wow, I can't say his name. I can't say the V. LeVar Ball. Gotta love that cat. Love him. What's going on with my fucking computer? Alright, so what are we, Huh? I can't without, like, actually restarting it, and, you know, I'm the one who's...
Well, we'll just talk about LeVar Ball, I guess, and Big Baller Brand.
Nice. Gotta love
To be
it.
honest, I think it's a joke.
What? Dude, the guy's, like, worth $4 million.
An article about LeVar Ball directly plays of, like, elite prospects, like NBA, or not NBA, elite college prospects and being like, "Hey, come play for us."
Okay, that's messed up.
99% of them are not even like they're like no. Three of them that are like being I'm gonna stay anonymous and like I'm gonna think about it, but no one is going like he wants to have a 10 team like an 8 team league, each team with like 12 players, and it's not no chance it's gonna happen. And he wants to pay them like 40 grand, not what is it, dollars a month. Like he's gonna pay
It's
for all the
it's
expenses
like
and stuff.
3,000 to $10,000 a month plus he'd pay for the expenses. So whatever that is, it's called the JB8, the Junior Basketball Association. So I think it's a great idea, and I'll tell you why after I do a little rant. The one thing I think he's doing wrong is how he's getting these players. He's just informally sending like Facebook or Twitter messages.
He's literally direct texting them on their cell phones.
Yeah, and
Well, another way of doing it. He's
it's
probably doing it
really informal and outlandish, especially because these players have already made their decisions on where to go. What he should be doing is being more formal about it, either like sending letters or phone calls or actually having people visit these kids, and b he should where is it going? Oh, he should look, especially because it's like the first year in the league. He won't get all these top recruits, and why doesn't he just go for like these juniors that aren't gonna go to college next year? So pay these guys that are like gonna be 17 or 18 or even sophomores in high school. Get those guys, start paying them, full time wages while they're still supposed to be in high school, and actually establish your league. Sure, because that would actually build a foundation for your league too. Because if they can't actually enter the NBA until they're like 18 or 19, that means they're going to be in your league for probably 2 years. And then on the flip side, if you can't get those players, get actual shittier recruits. Or I shouldn't say shittier, but not as high ranked recruits from the
instead of
2018.
4 and 5 star.
We'll get like 4 stars, but like that are going to go to like the Providence or uh, Drake or something, where they might not actually make it to the NBA. There's something else I was gonna say. Oh, the reason why I think he has this JBA is I think he wants his sons. So he wants to have this JBA league where there's a high profile of young talent playing together in the United States. And then by the time his contract, the sons, the two sons that are in Lithuania, their contracts expire, and I think it's June. They would just start playing for the JBA. So they'd be playing in the United States in front of a um, high athletic environment with all these young kids that have all this hype around them and a highly competitive environment, which would push them and give them more of an exposure to the NBA. So it's in a weird, I guess, way to look at it. It kind of would help him not only make money and create a change that he wants to change, but also help his family out too.
All right. Well,
That's why I love LeVar. Wow, LeVar Ball,
the ball.
LeVar Ball, or whatever the fuck his name is, Mr. Ball, Mr. Sir Ball. That's what we're gonna call him, Sir Ball. I love him because he doesn't get pushed around, and he's gonna do whatever it takes for what he wants. And what he wants is like it's not about hurting other people. At the end of the day, it's about making him and his family great. And as long as he's not hurting other people to get there, and he's not sticking to the follow these rules scenario to actually get where you want. Follow the leader, follow these rules. What's done in the past, you have to do now. He's creating his own. It's like a culture change in order to get what he wants and where he wants, which I think is great. Because that's what like Steve Jobs did. That's what if you hate him, Donald Trump did. It's about going above and beyond and not to the normal extent of what other people usually do to get where they're at. That's my rant. What's your rant? You just hate him. You hate him because he's professional. Can't hear you.
So
I can hear you. You said so.
I don't. The reason I don't like him. So all right, his two of his sons. They're not even there for what, a week, 2 weeks. They get arrested for shoplifting. These are two kids
Two?
who literally.
Whoa, that's only one.
No, I thought it was Langelo and the other guy.
No.
Um. Okay, whichever the kid that got arrested.
That's misinformed.
Your parent, a multi-millionaire, and you have the guts to go shoplift overseas. So that's bad. Number two, an alternative to the college basketball, which is fine. That's all well and good. Why? Do you seriously think that that kids don't want to get an education? They don't want to go learn at a school where the coaches might actually push them hard?
No. Why do you think there's all these one and dones? The only reason why they go to the college basketball is so then they can go to the NBA. Right?
But essentially, with LeVar Ball in this league, essentially, if it actually happens, what it's really going to turn into is the NBA minor leagues. Which, to be completely honest, there should be an NBA minor league. I don't know why there isn't.
Which is fine.
It's really, the NHL has minor leagues. Major League Baseball has minor leagues. What are the other leagues?
NFL doesn't.
NFL doesn't, which it should. Well, actually, the NFL really can't. Except, well, it's basically turned into the minor leagues.
The what? The CFL?
College football.
Oh.
College football basically has turned into the NFL minor leagues because of the rule that you have to stay there so long.
Only...
What college basketball is a little bit different because one and done's profile high potential recruits that understandably are going to get drafted higher, whereas the guys who stay 3 to 4 years rarely get drafted, which is and whatever, but what's his face? Tim Duncan was a 4-year starter at Wake Forest, got drafted as a senior. Greatest NBA player ever. Why?
He's not the greatest NBA player ever.
5.
Easily I didn't hear that. 5. You keep on cutting out. You're saying
Duncan,
top 5
greatest NBA player ever.
That's pushing it. He's not top 5. That's pushing it.
Okay, he's number 7 ever. Fine.
It's probably still pushing it. It's debatable, but yes, he's one of the greatest power forwards ever.
In my opinion, he's top 5. He literally stays at Wake Forest for 4 years. He doesn't leave early. He learns the system. He grows as a player. He gets drafted. He makes an impact right. What was he? He was a rookie. He was either his rookie year or his second year when he won a title.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Yes, he was behind David Robinson. When you're willing to learn, when you're disciplined, look what happens.
Doesn't mean anything because LeBron James is actually probably a top 5 player, and he didn't go to college.
Because he possessed the natural intelligence that you can't teach. There are some people that happens with. The ball kid who got arrested shoplifting, when you're in that type of a position where you can just go and ask your parent for whatever you want and they're going to give it to you, that's embarrassing.
But what does that have to do with basketball and LeVar Ball? He's a grown adult and he made his decision. Why he did that, I don't know why.
Which is fine. Well, it should just be an NBA minor league. I don't know why he could just call it an NBA minor league and say that's what it is.
He can, because he'd get sued by the NBA and then he would be kaput.
But he can go to them and be like, "Hey, let's create a minor league and you guys can sponsor it."
They already have one. Yes. They have the G League.
But so they need something that's actually a minor league. The G League and the D League are the joke.
It's the same thing.
No one plays there.
The G League and the D League are the same
I thought
thing.
they were different.
No,
Yeah.
the D League got sponsored by Gatorade, so now it's called the G League.
Okay.
I know, right?
Dude, what was I saying? Um, I think what LeVar Ball, one way you can look at it is he's telling kids oh, and learn a system, come here and get paid, which is kids want to go get paid when they're 17 to play basketball. Fine, but like basketball players make it so few. A roster has 5 starters, 6 to 8 bench guys, and those 6 to 8 bench guys, 2 of them might play significant minutes. The vast majority of basketball players don't make it, which is like
But so
more of a
compare it to like the European leagues or even baseball. So like Europe, each country has God knows like 4 to 12 teams. So why isn't that represented in the United States? How many actual countries are in Europe? Like
because it's
30?
public.
You got 30 times 5, that's 100 and was that 50? In the United States you have 30 plus maybe 20 G League teams, so that's 50, like 50 or 60. And for baseball, you obviously have what was it, 4 minor league teams or 4 minor league leagues, the MLB, and then you have town ball teams. I know that's in Minnesota. I'm assuming it's everywhere else. And then like you have the Northwood League, and then you have the one where the Saints play. So
Official Major League Baseball minor league. It's just a league.
yeah, but like for
But
basketball,
like
you don't have that. You don't have an actual like
that's
league either
right, but that's
associated with the NBA or just a league all by itself, whether it be
that's what I'm
regional.
saying. That's what they need to have. That's what I'm
But
saying. They
but it doesn't
have an official.
right, but it doesn't actually have to be officially with the NBA because look at the Saints. The St. Paul Saints for baseball, they play in I don't even know what league it is.
Not officially a Major League Baseball minor league. No,
Right, but
it's just a
they
league,
still play in a league and they get paid for it.
and they can put some of their players to Major League Baseball. Like a
Exactly.
Major League
That
Baseball team, like there are players that have come up that have made it to Major League Baseball from those
yeah,
teams.
Mickey Mantle. Boom. I
That's
think he played there. Or was it uh, Ted Williams maybe? But like the Northwood leagues, that's the regional league for baseball that they play in Minnesota and Wisconsin, I think. And then they can go to like to the Saints or to the minor league baseball. So it's like why isn't that for the NBA? Cuz like the NBA or like basketball, you only need was it 10 to 15 players on your team. That's not a
Yeah, you
lot.
have 5 starters and 5 to 8 bench guys,
That's
and
not a
then
lot.
obviously more. Right, but then that's what I'm saying is that it should have a minor league because what happens is you're taking an 18 or 19-year-old kid who just got out of high school, spends 1 year in college, probably struggles to like cook for himself, and you're giving him are coming out of broken families that have you're lucky to get 3 meals on the table, and then you're giving him this
Well,
fat rich contract of millions of dollars, and so many of them blow it because they don't know what to do. If
that's
you
just
put a
broad
minor league
brushing.
system,
That's just broad brushing the players though.
it's not really their fault. What that's why they need the minor league, so that you go to the minor leagues. You don't have everything thrown at you right then and there. You get some action that you actually
That's
get
what
some
happened.
time.
But that's what would happen with the JPA. That's technically a minor league, right? It's a developmental league for players that
It's
don't want to
just
go to
LeVar Ball's
college.
not. He's not taking the right approach to it. That's all.
How so? Like obviously the way he's trying to get players is wrong,
He's making it so much about himself.
but how? He's
He
making
needs
it
to be.
about the big baller brand and about kids that don't want to go to college but are forced to go to college. So he's giving
He.
them an alternative route, which you agree is necessary.
I just think he's gotten so much hate.
But what
He's
does that
being like, what?
but what does that have to do about him announcing a basketball league? So does Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump gets hate, but that doesn't affect the way he does business, as far as I know.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I think that he could have
Because also, I guess to a certain extent, like, yeah, he's creating this league so then he can benefit off of it. But that's why everyone does something, right? Like, you're going to benefit either from satisfaction, monetarily, because someone you know is going to benefit off of it, so it makes you happy. But at the end of the day, like, he's he never wanted his sons to go to college. He was forced to have his sons go to
Well,
college.
he wanted them each to play 1 year at UCLA
No,
and
he
then go to the
didn't. He
Lakers.
didn't want them to play at UCLA. He wanted them all to play for the Lakers. The stepping stone, according to the NCAA and the NBA, is hey, or it's the NBA really, which the NCAA supports because they get players. Then it's hey, you have to play at least 1 year before you can get drafted, or you have to go to like Europe and play until you're 19 or something, right?
Which is also a problem.
So then why can't they do that in America? Why do they have to go to Europe or go to college, like college basketball? So he's basically just creating Europe teams in
Broken.
America.
And that's another. So okay,
The
I
issue,
guess I can't really
so
back up my argument well enough. I'm just gonna be like,
well,
all
I
right,
mean, like
Barbell is
the backup, like I mean, you could definitely like try to deconstruct his league. Like, what actually happens? Do the players can they play there forever? If not, well, then they get screwed to some extent. Then they don't go to college, right? Like, then they don't get
yeah.
an
He
education.
definitely needs to have a he needs to have it all laid out like very concretely. I don't really think that
Because
he's put that much enough of that thought into it.
if there's 10 players for a team and there's 8 teams, that's 80 players, right? Well, not all those players are going
Like
to
he
make
could
it.
get
Not
that.
all those players are going to make it to the NBA. So if they
That's
don't
what
make it, if
that's
they
what I
don't
said
make it
earlier.
to the NBA, are they going to stay in the league and then you're just going to expand the league to get more players in? Like, it doesn't all correlate. Or are you going to actually make a minor league team system where you have like incoming players and then you have first year players or like first year pros and second year pros and then you have like veterans or something, or it's like baseball where it's tiered, right? Like all your rookies
Oh
play
yeah,
in the
rookie
rookie
ball,
league.
etc.
They
Yeah.
play in the rookie league for 3 months, and then they go to I think that's what lower
Like,
one A, and then they go to 1A,
yep.
and then they go to 2A, and then they go to 3A, and then they go to the Major League
Yep.
Baseball, right? I think there's 4 or 5 leagues.
Yeah.
Um,
So what I was saying is that right now, essentially what he's just doing is like, okay, here's an alternative. Boom. Like it's not doesn't really come out with enough of the details of like, okay, like what you were just saying. He's not saying like how long can you play here? Is there going to be a tier system at all? Is it going to be like you can only play here for 3 years? You can only play for 5. You can play here forever. Because and I like he has to come out with more of those details. And I think that's another reason why why a lot of the players are like, no, no, it's such an unknown, and there's no like it obviously hasn't been a thing. So they're like, well, we don't know if it's actually going to work or not. I think he needs to like come out and be, all right, here's my plan. Here's the very hard details of it. This is this. This is that. Otherwise, it's
but
just
he
he's
doesn't have
lying
to
to
do that. He doesn't have to do that to the public, though. What he has to do that is to his
the player.
sponsors. No, to
Well, the sponsors and
the players, the coaches, and the sponsors.
the players, I think you would see a few more of them going there. But there's probably a reason why
Right.
so few of the high school recruits, there's so many of them. I mean, because that's they're
But
not getting any.
that goes back to him being so informal about the process. He's not sending like welcome packets. He's not being
What
like,
is he
"Hey,
talking about? He's like, this is my big thing. It's gonna work out 100%.
yeah,
Like,
hey,
no.
like call them and be like, hey, if you sign up for this, we're gonna have a big baller conference during this week or whatever, where we fly in all these players that we invited, and if they accept the invite, then we go over like what pay you would be expecting, where you'd play, what we're
Representative with like a packet of paper, and they go over all the details of the league. Like, this
yeah.
is this is that. This is what you're gonna be doing. This is how long you can stay here. This is
Well,
all the details.
how long the league would actually be? How so? Obviously, you have was it 10 teams? Well, how many games are you gonna actually play?
I don't even think he's released that
Because
because he doesn't.
you know how expensive it would be to travel. Obviously,
Yeah, no, that's
you're gonna have your sponsors and everything pay for most of that through their sponsorship, and you're probably gonna have like Facebook stream it or YouTube, so you're gonna get some kind of revenue. But and then you have to like hire coaches. Then you're
Hire
playing.
coaches, trainers, medical staff, scouts, everything.
Paying the players too. Mm.
Thing is the 3 to 10 grand a month, or what 3 to
3 to 10 grand a
three,
month.
3 to 10, yeah. That's really the only financial detail that he's actually released, or detail at all.
Obviously, if you're like
Teams.
the number one ranked player, you get 10 grand. But what does that actually mean?
How
Why
well
like,
it's going to actually
but
develop your
yeah, like
skills.
why
That
would you
players know.
forego? Why would you forego going to like Duke University for a
Because
year?
the thing about college is,
But when you're guaranteed to be a top 10 pick or a top 10 pick, say, and you're guaranteed basically like say I don't know what they get like say $3 million 2 years from now. Why would you give that up to get like $250,000? Like that doesn't make sense monetarily. You just play through the system at that point. Because
looking for
in
the
a
system that gives you the best chance to develop your skills and to keep that like top 10 hype.
but in a in
Because a
a
lot of players, hype is just falls off the map.
but that's why it doesn't
They
work
make it
for
all artificial.
that's why it doesn't work for players that are already committed to going to college because they know, hey, why would I go to your league, make say $250,000 at most? Like the only good reason for going to his league is they can get sponsorship money right away, right? Because at that
Internet
point,
and I mean international experience would probably be huge. Like a lot of players should be. Well, I don't know about should be doing that. Sure, go overseas for a year and play in a European league and get that type of experience. But like you're living on your own, you don't have that support network. You're in a totally unknown environment. Yourself like on the wrong side of something, you could be in a lot of trouble.
what?
These are eight again. These are 18. Like when you go over, like for an
Well,
18 or a 17-year-old who goes overseas and lives there for a year, um, a different environment for a teenager.
right, but like that's why he wants to create the league in America to have that in America.
Gonna be in or
The the
no,
the issue I have is like if you're Trey Jones, since you know who Trey Jones is, right? He's going to Duke. He's ranked I think 12.
8 or 9, maybe 10, something like that.
Yeah, he's one of four. They have like four recruits coming in next year for Duke. They have the top three or four, or three of the top four,
Top three and no,
and
yeah,
then
the top
Trey
three.
Jones. Well, I think one guy reclassified. Now he's number one. I don't understand. I don't pay attention to that anymore. Anyway, they have four of the top like 10 recruits or
So,
12,
yep, we're the top 10.
and he's probably going to go first round pick if he goes out the first year if he plays as good as his brother
Oh,
did.
great, yeah.
So that's like at least that's guaranteed 1.5 mil before sponsors. So like why would you go to a league where you might get $10,000 a month? So that's 120 before taxes and all that stuff. Sure, you can sign on and get like sponsorship deals, but you're basically it doesn't make sense, especially if you already know you can make it to the NBA for at least 3 years.
With college basketball, you're gonna get, at least for right now, you're gonna get so much more exposure because college basketball you can play you can play in March. You're gonna be on like prime time ESPN.
That's why I'm
It's just like
saying
you have
that's why
so much more exposure.
I'm saying it doesn't make sense for people that are already committed to going to college basketball to do it. Like if you're 16 and you're a junior or sophomore in high school and you're like screw this, I don't want to wait 4 more years to go to the NBA. I can get paid 10 grand right now, get signed sponsorships, get a whole bunch of bonuses and everything, and then after 1 year, I can go to the NBA by showing off how good I am. Why wouldn't you do it? Or if you're like some 3 or 4 star recruit where you probably won't make it to the NBA, why wouldn't you do
Yeah,
it? You can
that's
get paid, you can get paid full time salary, play a good sport that you like playing. The issue is they want all their top tier players, which is ridiculous.
LeVar. He wants to have the best players in his league, obviously, and who wouldn't? But he's not taking the right approach to it. If he has to supply more of the details. He needs to just chill out and be so much more professional about it.
He's pretty chill, bro. He's the chillest. He's Sir Ball.
And you want to suck his dick.
What was that? Can you repeat that again?
No, because this is a PG rated stream. Or, podcast. Looking at the halftime show, looks very ordinary.
How good is it? Is there a hologram?
Oh, so when I heard about that, and they were like, "No, it's definitely not gonna happen," I'm like, "That cannot happen. That would be an insult on his memory."
It's like, but people are getting so people are getting so worked up about it before it even happened.
As soon as people heard about it, they were like, "Oh my god, you're gonna put a hologram of Prince in front of."
But why? Like, why are you gonna get worked up? It didn't even happen. Like, work up, like, get frustrated about it after it happens.
That's not gonna happen. Like, that'd be stupid. There's no way they would do that. And maybe in 50 years they might be doing holograms, but I'm not that age yet, fortunately. Just like they're all holding up giant mirrors.
What? You wish you were there.
Believe me, I do not wish I was there. That'd be horrible. Why would you talk about? I don't know if we talked about this last night or not. But like going to a game. Wait, did we talk about this last night?
I don't
going
know
to a game versus watching it. No, that was on my stream. So why would you spend upwards of $20,000-$30,000 on a ticket to the Super Bowl when you can literally just turn on your TV and watch it from the comfort of your own home?
Because if you own a business, you can write it off as an expense. Ah, jokes
You or
on
me?
you. Huh?
What if you're just a casual fan?
That's why you like, create a business before that, and then you buy a ticket to the Super Bowl.
Not that type of a person.
Huh? You're not that type of person.
Not everybody.
That's what Donald Trump would do.
Okay.
That's what he does. Like that's what he did. You know, hey, you know that hooker lady that he got with and everything, and then she told like some person before
she wasn't just a hooker. She was a porn star.
It's the same thing. Well, she's obviously a hooker lady because she got paid to have sex.
That is insulting to porn stars, man.
She got paid to have sex. That's prostitute. She's a prostitute. To a certain extent, she's a prostitute. Right?
So then all porn stars are prostitutes.
Well, no, because... Oh, I guess you're right.
All porn stars are getting paid to have sex.
This is interesting.
You're going to apply that logic.
This is interesting.
Completely honest with you. Like, okay.
What was I going for? Right? Oh, he created... I just want to get my point done, and then you can talk. He created an LLC and paid her off. That's a very interesting topic, though. Subject to think about.
So...
Yeah, but aren't porn stars getting paid to get filmed to have sex? They're not actually... They're not getting paid to have sex. They're getting paid to be filmed to have sex. It's two different things.
Stated that in an average year he earns about $120,000. So
who?
It's not who the hell that is. Some porn star guy.
What? Yeah, but that was a guy. Guys make
Hollywood reporter Joanne something or other of the Free Speech Coalition estimates that the average porn star makes about $120,000 a year, and big name stars can earn up to $200,000 a year. Women can earn between $100,000 to $200,000 on porn, and making on average $40,000. Wow, that's bad. Anyways, so like the life of you can get a lot of money Be a porn star. It's not a bad gig. You're just gonna get injections in your dick.
What?
I don't remember where I heard that. Do not ask me where I heard that because I don't remember. All I know is I heard from somewhere. Someone told me porn stars get injections in their dick to make them last longer. I'm just like, well, that's definitely not what I'm doing when I'm older. It's so demeaning to be like when you're a woman and you're like actually trying to get into adult films and you're really going. It's do it.
Alrighty then.
We're all done with that.
That is good to know. Injections in your dick. All right. Please note that time frame. I think that was around the 55-minute mark of the recording. If you guys want to talk about injections in your penis. All right, perfect.
You get that? We got that sorted out.
All right. All right.
Minutes feels like it's been longer than that. Damn.
All right. That's just weird. All right. Okay then. All right. Oh, okay. Next topic. So LeVar Ball, love the guy. Keep doing you. You're the best. Yeah. All right. What else did we talk about? The Super Bowl. So what's the score for the Super Bowl?
It's still on halftime.
Yeah, I don't. But what's the score? Obviously, there's scores.
I think 22-12. I think.
No way. Patriots are gonna lose.
Philly's gonna win. Hey, World of Warships is downloaded. Sweet. I'm playing that tonight sometime.
Oh, we almost talked an hour. So holy shit. That's been quick.
That's what I was saying.
I don't think we can leave it with injections in your penis. I don't know if you want that to be.
I brought up the first couple topics, so.
But I guess we.
That was all I had written down. I literally had Big Baller Brand, LeVar Ball. And then.
What else did we talk about? I don't even remember.
Video games, Steam.
Oh. Right. Talk about that marijuana company we're gonna make. No.
You mean that we're gonna have to go to Colorado?
You don't have to go to Colorado. You don't like. It's just. Oh my god. Canada's right there. It's like 5 hours away.
Then we gotta get like.
Passports. We already talked about this. Remember, I don't have a passport. All I need to get is a passport. You don't need a citizenship. Just wait. They're only at halftime right now. It's 7:45, and it's 7:45. That means the game's gonna go until like 10.
Oh, level 4 is next. Oh, fuck's sakes.
What?
I'm gonna create a new game in Supremacy, but I can't. All right, I'm just gonna start the stable one.
Oh, so
what were you saying?
Which part?
Oh yeah, the marijuana business. So okay, so I think we were talking about this earlier. The whole
like Michigan's gonna legalize it.
This is recreational. Well, marijuana is fine. I'm all for it. The only problem is few people right now in the public and in politics that fully are and are willing to be like, yes, we're going to do this. We can actually see the proven benefits of this. So few people are actually doing that. Somebody are just like, no, it's weed. You can't smoke weed even if it cures cancer.
The hell is that?
Medical.
Timestamp. 59:40.
That's fine. But if medical marijuana, like, real fucking cure for cancer, great. But the problem is, even if science proves that, we currently live in an age people are willing to put their trust in science.
They're
It's
not,
pretty
or they
sad.
are.
Not willing to do it.
Do you think global warming exists?
We're in the age of alternative facts. We're in the age of Trump and all this BS. Know what to believe, which is fine.
Do you,
It's just
do you
it's
think
sad.
global warming exists?
Yes, but I think it's overblown. There are things that we need to do right now that will benefit our future generations, but are willing to actually like take the necessary steps. Because the problem is, it all boils down to the fact that people aren't willing to to make sacrifices in their lives to better 100 years from now. Because like, why should I care about people 200 years from now? This is my life, which is fine. But if so many people do that, which so many are, problem where not enough is going to be able to get done. Tell yours 2 cents.
About what?
If you
Global
if you
warming? Yeah, it exists. It's just if you use common sense logic, like the more fuel you burn. The way I look at it is like, how should I say it? How should I make it so I don't sound stupid? It's kind of like the oven, right? No, that's a bad
Yep.
example.
The
I guess like the oven. Like as you increase the temperature, it gets hotter and hotter. Like even it's just like because it's so contained. Well, the Earth, it's contained by the atmosphere, right? Well, if we continuously like if carbon is if carbon what's the wood word what's the good word what's it called attracts I guess attracts heat, it makes things hotter because I don't know why the scientific notation around it, but if it makes the earth hotter because you have more carbon, and if we keep on burning more natural gas or coal or whatever that creates more carbon in the air and we're not taking the carbon out, you would just you would obviously, just by numbers perspective, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's going to get hotter. And just all the evidence behind it, it's not even scientific, it's just like video proof or data proof. You just think people would learn. Even if it's not like, even if you don't believe in global warming, the actual like global warming, it's there's the trend of the world warms up and then the world cools down, but we've been warming up faster than any previous time in history. So I mean, maybe we're just creating or excelling the actual process of warming up the Earth rather than having actual global warming. But in the process, it's warming the globe, which is why we call it global warming or climate change or whatever you want to call it.
There's certain times where like there's a science report and they're just like this is going to end the world right now. It's just like, no, it's not. Just relax. And tomorrow, and it's I just think so many times it's like, yes, it's bad, and we need to obviously do more to global emissions or and get more solar power, get more wind power, etc. But like, it's just new administration. They're all like coal, coal, coal. Um, we're just in a really tough position right now.
Are you sure? Are you sure the Eagles are winning?
We're
What do you mean we're?
halftime. They were kicking butt, man.
Oh, it's 21-12 Eagles. Yeah.
This game looks a lot better. 22 to 12.
is just the way it brought up. Where did that meme ever come from?
Way.
Yeah.
You don't you know that you were the one who's been humping that meme for the
I
last.
know, but what does it have to do with like Sonic the Hedgehog, the red hedgehog guy?
I have no idea, man. I no fucking
You're the
clue.
guy who is always on the internet.
Oh, man, I don't know what you're talking about. Internet.
Huh?
I'm occasionally on the internet. Yeah, every couple days I'm on here.
Uh,
In the world, you know. Game looks so much better than it did. Oh, so that was a conversation about global warming.
yeah, it's kind of shitty because I don't really care about having a conversation about it. Like, if you don't agree with it, then you need to check yourself. It's like people. Okay, so
let's get into it.
we'll transition this conversation to flat earthers. Like, how can you believe the Earth is flat?
Oh,
How can you believe the Earth is
oh,
flat? How stupid are you? How
oh,
stupid? Just
oh, you
because
can't even
just
like
because
that's not even.
you're in a plane and you don't see the curvature of the Earth. It's like, come on, guy, learn how to get good. God, fucking stupid people. They need to just go off the edge of the Earth if they think there's one. Oh, stupid.
Here's literally the way to debunk their argument. So all you need to say is, if the Earth is flat, where's the edge? Is it in the middle of the Pacific Ocean? Is it in the middle of China? Is it in the middle of New York? Where is it? They can't tell you that. Any flat earther, they're gonna be like, uh, I don't know. There is no edge. And you're like, well, if there's no edge, how's your flat? Like how it boggles my mind how stupid people are. It's just like, oh, I can't see the curve. There must be flat. I don't know how those people are allowed to reproduce.
Well, they use their
It's like the people that eat Tide Pods, man.
they use their genitals, and because they get
How they are
educated.
allowed to. No, I don't
Well,
know how
they
I
use
know
their
how.
genitals.
It's not a matter of how they do it, it's how they're allowed to do it.
Well, it's because they have DNA that makes it so they can do it. So then they use their genitals and they get the work done. Glad we have that conversation.
Money, a lot of money. Task
I
complete.
need both, bitch.
X that off. Build that. Build level 1. I'm probably gonna like lose interest in this game so fast. No, but honestly, like I just
Oh shit! Did you hear that?
oh my god, that's disgusting.
You know,
You better edit
sometimes
that out.
I don't know how to edit. I have work tomorrow, and then I have
Oh,
class and everything. And I had sleep and stuff. So gotta eat food and then sleep, and just don't have time.
it's disgusting.
I think it was you.
Oh, that was definitely you. That was not me.
Yeah, I think that was you. I don't know who I am. My name's Gwamps. I did stuff in my pants.
God, you need to stop. Disgusting. Oh, we could talk about what can we talk about? The whole flat Earth.
In 10 years, what do you think my annual income will be?
$15,000.
$15,000?
I don't know.
What are you talking about? Like, minimum wage is probably be at least $12 by then, which is gonna be at least like 25 grand. assuming you work full time. I don't like. Should I be cocky and put over $1 million? That's
Um,
pretty cocky. Or should I do like a conservative 300 to $500,000? I don't want. I mean, 10 years from now, how old am I gonna be? 30, 32/33. God, I'll be old. Hopefully, you get married by
well,
then. Probably have,
hopefully
I'll
I get
probably have
married by
gray
then.
hair. I'll be like a silver fox. Ooh, I'll be sexy as fuck.
Not gonna, no,
Yup.
stop talking.
Yeah,
Stop talking.
dude, I'm
Stop
gonna look
talking.
so great. I mean, if I don't have silver hair, I think I might just dye it.
That's
Maybe
really, really bad.
maybe
That's
just
awful.
dye my
That's
facial hair and not my actual hair. I could look
stop.
like George Clooney. Is that getting you turned on?
Stop.
I know how to get you
So
turned
bad.
on now. Silver fox.
You need to stop.
Silver fox.
Gray hair in 10 years.
Huh?
I'm gonna be the one who has gray hair in 10 years.
I know I'll be bald. It's gonna be great. That's why I don't want a haircut. I don't won't get it back. Uh,
You need to cut your hair.
hmm.
Like that needs to happen. Like ASAP. Oops.
All right, all right. Which of the following best describes me? I always try to maximize my chances of winning, or I always try to minimize my chances of losing. Ooh, it's a great question. Which one do you think it is, Zach? Hmm.
You maximize your winning.
Yeah.
More than you hate losing.
I know. I love winning. How important is independence? Oh, very important. How important is influence? Oh, very important. How important is recognition? Don't really give a fuck. How important is leisure time? Don't really give a fuck. How important is prestige? Having others respect you.
There's a video to this.
Huh?
Did I?
That
Never
might.
mind. Oh, whoops. Oh, I thought I deleted this.
How important is passive impact in the
Well, it
community?
doesn't matter. Okay, this Blue Divas account will not have any content. That's
I
fine.
don't know what you're talking about.
I deleted. I guess I didn't. It doesn't matter. Sign out. Again. Oh, whoops. Let's see.
Maybe should we actually call it Blue Divas or should we call it something like vague? Like the talk show co-host. Talk show channel. Yeah. Let's go.
No, that's so broad.
Oh my god, it's 2219. Let's go, Pats. Oh, I got 10 grand on you. Let's go. Let's go.
I have 10 grand. I need to stop.
Huh?
Password next.
Oh my god, Brady already has 344 yards and it's only the 5 minutes into the third. That's ridiculous, bro. If they win, he has MVP. That's so crazy. Like they're not even running the ball.
Get what the password is. Shit.
It's so crazy.
And then I forgot it. Oh, that's cool. Forgot password.
Just forgot password reset.
Try another way.
That's crazy.
Forgot the password of the account.
Good job.
Different than when
That's
I
why you
usually
just use
do.
like Blue Diva 69 or something. Just saying, use Red Rum 666. That's a good password choice.
5 3. All right, so it's getting what? Oh yeah, red
Don't
rum.
don't use that one. Use something else. But I mean, use something that makes sense, right? Red Rum 666 makes sense because isn't like Red Rum in The Shining? In The Shining, he kills people, so you obviously like the devil is killing people, so it makes sense.
All right, there's the password. It's long as fuck.
Nice. You should link me that channel and link me the login credentials and what's not.
Um,
Either do it in like Discord, the message. Do it to the message, like message me or email me or text me or something. Have you ever solicited money? Nice.
um,
Tired. Mm-hmm. I always tried.
um, password.
You forgot the password again?
Oh
You
my
literally
god.
just. Oh my god, let's start
Oh
talking about something
god.
else.
Oh wait.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful weather we're having here. Oh my god. I kind of want Taco Bell. Dude, did you see Taco Bell has nacho fries?
Gone all over a lot of the time here.
Huh?
And all this stuff, and we've gone over a lot of time.
Nacho fries. You still want to talk about nacho? They're only $1 for nacho fries, man. Like,
I need
what?
to remember what the password is.
What? Yeah, do nacho fries. Taco Bell.
It was such a long password. I
Taco
forgot.
Bell is so good.
Um, oh my god, I have to redo it.
Oh my god. I've helped you. You've needed assistance. I haven't done that. Volunteer time. That's all I need. Nice. In the past year,
And
down these.
no, sign back out. Seriously though, are we done, or are you just gonna keep
I mean, I don't know. Like, what else? Oh, can we watch 12 Strong tonight?
strong tonight?
Yeah?
No,
Why not?
I don't want to see the movie. 292. Okay. Time to redo the password to something that I'll actually remember.
Alright.
I'm gonna type
Alright.
it. Okay, so
Oh my god.
first,
Are we done here? Let's make sure we get this
I
pack.
think we're done.
Alright, so this is Blue Divas, episode 2, December, or, whoa, Jesus Christ. February 4th of 2018. Super Bowl Sunday here in Minnesota. And I think we are done. I don't know when are we going to do it next. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. I guess on your guys' side, it would really depend on when it's uploaded onto our channel. So that might happen tomorrow. Or sometime this week for sure. But anyway, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever we have in our description, and subscribe, comment, etc., etc. Make sure you say hello to Grandpa. He needs your loving. Grandma doesn't give it to him. And anything else there, Gramps? Anything important?
No.
Nice. Alright, he's too busy eating his tapioca pudding. Alright. Alright.
Time for the
Deuces.
Rams.
Deuces.